My life is already a
keyboard to
mistake.
ripple purple.
Shut up, all of you. Hey there, party people. What's up? We're the Defenders of Kobold, and we're here to play some Flames of Freedom, new powered by Zweihander game. Yeah, hi. I'm Chuck. I got to figure out when I'm hosting like this. I've got the stream here, and I've got Zoom here, and I've got OBS there. So I'm just surrounded by pictures of myself, and I don't know where I'm talking, and I always want to look at myself because I'm fucking vain as shit. So I get confused, corn-fuzzled, as you might say. Anyway, we're the Defenders Kobold, and yeah, we're here to play some Sin Eater. This is the adventure out of the Flames of Freedom quick start rules that you can pick up on Drive-Thru RPG. There's a link to it. The episode title needs to be fixed.
It sure does.
I can fix that shit.
I believe in you.
Watch this.
The power of Chuck compels you.
Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be new and exciting for everyone. This isn't the first time I've ran this adventure, but it's the first time I've ran this version. Hey, Dave. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go through and do our little introductions. I just want to know who you are and who you're playing tonight. We're using the pre-gen characters that come along with the Sin Eater adventure and the quick start guide. And we're just playing them as they're written in the book. So you can see, what the fuck you're in store for. So we'll start off in order of the overlay. We'll start with Dan.
Hey, I'm Dan with Defenders of Kobold. I guess I don't need to say that because we're all Defenders of Kobold here tonight.
Yes, we are. It's not a mixed crowd.
I'm playing the officer, and I'm a little more combat-oriented character.
Yeah.
They tend to specialize more in just the melee and ranged attacks over some of the other stats here, and some of their talents are oriented that way as well. So we'll see how that plays out tonight.
There you go. Next up is going to be Jake.
Hey, I'm Jake with the Defenders of Kobold. We're all with the Defenders of Kobold. Go us.
Uh-huh.
And I'll be playing a fella by the name of Judge Archibald Hale. And he is a law and order type of guy.
Okay.
And because he is a judge, I'm going to change my background image. Beep. There we go.
Ooh, so fancy.
Ooh.
Yes.
So timely.
All right. Next up, we got Tyler.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm with the Defenders of Kobold. I am playing Gideon, the Animal Tamer. My character sheet disappeared for some reason. Animal Whisperer, excuse me.
Uh-huh. There you go. Also, your mic was getting a whole lot of static there for a second, so...
I think when I switch it from muted to unmuted, it's like blast static, which means it's probably just to shorten it somewhere.
Okay, well, be careful with that. Next up is going to be Chris.
I'm Chris, also a defender of the kobolds. And I'm going to be playing Beauregard Pearson, a dilettante.
There you go.
He has pistols and witty insults.
There you go. Alex.
Mm-hmm. I shall be playing, if it ever decides to load. There we go. Mercedes Duran. Is that Duran? Duran?
I
Duran.
Duran.
But I am a browser. That means I'd be having magic and stuff, I assume.
Yep, you got some spells in there.
And that's what I plan to do. I also have a purple birthmarks. I don't know what that means, but it will come into play.
Okay. Can't beat that with a stick. And then, last but not least, we got Joe.
Yeah. I'm Joe. I'm playing a freebooter named Red Bonnie. And they look like a pirate, so I imagine I do piratey things.
Sure. We'll go with that. What did I do with that? There we go. All right, so once again, this is Sin Eater. fun little introductory adventure. So we'll start out at the oddest place for a new adventure, the beginning.
What?
Well, that only makes sense.
Yeah, so it's
crazy.
January 1776, rebellion's in the air. You're working as a group of investigators in league with the revolution. A couple of weeks ago, you got a letter from your contact, one Mr. Henry Jones, your mysterious rebel benefactor. A spy of his by the name of Miriam was last seen heading towards Boston, carrying an important object of power that the rebellion leaders desperately need in the besieged city. That's the besieged city of Boston. You got to find out what the hell happened to her. So you've been dispatched to Trenton, New Jersey, in the middle of winter. Finding Marion in Trenton should be easy. It's a pretty small village. And Marion is a tall, red-headed woman of English and indigenous descent. So she's a distinct woman, so your description should stand out. Now, of course, during your travels, you come across an elderly, kind, old Quaker by the name of Livingston Hobb. And let me show you a picture of Livingston. Now, Livingston, he's walked the road with you. He shares some
demon.
Yeah,
What a spicy fellow he is.
he shares some friendly stories.
Him and his apples.
Has nice little conversations with you. He talks about, he's lived in the area for a while. He just, kind of tells you about, the nature of the place and this and that. He asks plenty of questions about all of you. You might ask him a question or two about the rebellion, but, he's old. He doesn't care anymore. That's a young people's fight, so...
Them whippersnappers.
Now, eventually, you arrive in Trenton. It's at dusk. You see an inviting, warm light coming from the Fish and Fin Tavern, welcoming you to Trenton. It seems as good a place as any to start your investigation for the rebel spy.
Do we smell some hot apple pie wafting out of that place?
Maybe.
I would assume that's the flavor of freedom.
That's true, I guess. So, yeah, you find yourself in the Fish and Fin Tavern. It's a busy enough night. Let's get down there. It's, pretty stuffed with people eating warm food at the tables. Candles illuminate the room along with a roaring fire over in the fireplace. It's definitely got the smell of, beer, a little bit of funky BO, some stewed meat, tobacco. But it's kind of a rough, crude. I don't say that the people there are rough and tumble, but what does it say? Oh, because I went to the wrong thing. Okay, I'm funny. I got so confused. I went to Stream Manager because I'm used to monitoring the stream in there. But that takes me to the Defenders of KOBOLD Stream Manager.
Yeah, it sure doesn't work for Zweihander.
It does not.
I've made that mistake before, too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah. You find yourself in the Fish and Fin Tavern, ready to start your investigation. I'll let you guys take it from here.
What kind of people do we see here? It's an easy
Regular
question.
fare, lots of farm folk, villagers, no one looking too seedy or shady, no one looking abnormally wealthy.
Pretty calm.
Pretty common, just commoners, yeah. You move in, look around, start seeing what you see, and the publican, the owner of the establishment, he points you all towards the table, like, "Oh, you all have a set over there, and I'll come get you some food and drink here in a minute." And this
We're
is
looking to meet someone here or just get some information.
that's up to you.
Okay.
You've been sent to this town to find Miriam, the rebel spy.
A tall, red-headed woman of British and indigenous descent.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's-
Were we told
He's got some
where to
mustache
meet
in there.
them, or just that they're in this town?
You've just been told that they are missing, and they
Okay.
were
Oh.
heading to Boston, and you don't even know if they're in this town.
Okay.
This is the start of your investigation to find them.
Yep. Time to ask some people some specific questions. Hey,
Right.
you.
Do we know what they did? Like what type of what they were doing when they're not a spy?
No, you don't know that. You know very little. You know that her name is Miriam. She was a rebel spy. You know, rough physical appearance with the, the hair and the mixed heritage.
Mhm.
And you know that she was carrying an item of power to Boston to help out the rebellion leaders there. And that is everything you know.
Is there anyone in the tavern currently that looks like the person we're looking for? Not that I'm expecting that it's them, but just so I could ask like the bartender, like, "Hey, seen anyone that looks like them?" And kind of describe their features if we know them.
You look around. Give me just give me a perception test.
Sure.
Is that what it's called in this game? I can never remember. I play too many games.
Right. I
Yeah.
think so.
Seems like that.
Let me see what I have. Or it's awareness.
Awareness test. Give me an awareness
Yeah.
test.
Okay.
And we're going to call it standard difficulty.
Standard difficulty. Okay. Is there any macro for the rolls?
No, there's
for any of that.
in this there's no macros. On the bottom
Okay.
of the roll box, you can click the percentile. Over on the left, there's a little D20 icon. You can select 100 out of that. So you're going to have
Okay.
to take your primary attribute, any skill ranks you have in it, and modified by the difficulty.
Okay. Looks like I pass
Okay.
because I have to beat a 45.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, you look around. You don't see anyone that looks like this. You see, maybe a woman or something with redheaded hair. You see, there's a whole different variety of people of different ethnicities here. So yeah, I mean, you could walk up to the barkeep, be like, "Hey, I'm looking for so and so. Here's the rough description," and you
Yeah,
could point out like,
that's kind of what I was planning. Was just like,
Yeah.
we're looking for someone by the name of this. They kind of look like this person, and then go through the
yeah.
description.
So yeah, if you want to just go up to the barkeep, you walk up. He's like, "Oh, I'll be there in a second to get your food. Just you don't need to." But then you push through that to.
Mhm.
Adam, that's something we forgot to do. We forgot to calculate coins.
Yeah.
Adam, when you buy a coin, you're
Oh,
just
yeah.
buying the players a coin in general. So drop a bits and anyone can use a coin.
That's right.
So we're going to actually do that.
Oh,
real quick.
no, Dave. Don't tell him that.
Go ahead. Drop some misfortune for me. So in Flames of Freedom, rather than fortune points, we have coins. And it works a little bit different. So we start out with a coin in the player's bowl for each player and a coin in the historian bowl for the single historian. Oh, and there's a bonus coin from Adam, so we'll go ahead and drop that in the players. But each player needs to roll me a d6 on a 1 through 5. You guys get to add another coin to yours. On a 6, I get to add another coin to mine. So I see there.
welcome,
Dan
Chuck.
got me one. Thanks, Dan. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing one. Who has it? And Jake, thank you.
Ah,
And we get 4 more. So 1,
Thanks,
2,
Jake.
shut
3,
up.
And Dan.
and 4. Now look at it like this. You're starting
doing my
with
part.
11 coins, and I'm only starting with 3. You guys, you've got the,
Mhm.
You got me beat. You got me outnumbered. You'll be fine.
I grab one thing real fast.
Sure. And also, while we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and roll initiative. And I need to drop Alex's token onto the thing.
I almost forgot my second half of my medication tonight.
You son of a bitch.
Indeed. I don't know. I remember just now, but I did.
I accidentally hit the 100 instead of the 10.
How dare you?
Considering that was
My
a plus
initiative's
7,
40.
that was an unfortunate roll.
Don't forget you get to add to your initiative, everybody.
I did.
Ooh, 14.
All right, let's take this back for just a second. Archibald, what is your initiative?
My initiative is 13.
All right, we're going to call that a 13. Mercedes, that's you, Alex. What's your initiative?
Gonna be 8.
It's 8. All right. Bo, what's your initiative? That's you, Chris.
Oh, right, yeah. 14.
Gideon.
I got a 9.
All right. Nice and easy.
So you rolled a 2.
Red Bonnie. That's you, Joe.
Oh, yep, 15.
Nice. And finally, we have Veronica.
16.
All right.
Just helps me get into danger fastest.
Yep. So, when we get to combat, we'll kick that off. But for now, let's go back to the Fish and Fin Tavern. So, yeah, Joe, you go up to the barkeep. And they say, yeah, maybe about 2 weeks ago, someone matching that description. It was right around that time that little girl, Margie Steen, went missing, too.
Mm.
Does that name ring a bell at all, or is that just
For you, no.
you know? Okay.
Yeah.
Some rando in the village.
Just some random child in the village. You could ask others about
See.
that, too.
Okay.
You say a little girl went missing.
Yeah. Right about 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Would you happen to know how we might get in touch with this girl's parents?
Yeah, he can give you rough instructions on where their house is here in town. That's not a problem.
Okay.
They're still missing after 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Did they go look for the kid?
Oh,
I
of course,
assume?
yeah. It was a big search
Man.
party. You know how it works? As sad as it is, sometimes kids just go missing. It seems to happen very frequently around this part. Some people think it's, some kind of, curse or someone up to no good. But, kids wander off. These are dangerous times with the war going on.
Send them out to play with guns in the forest and then they don't come back now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go play with your guns and liberty in the dangerous woods, children.
Yeah.
That's the last you ever see of them.
But yeah,
Too much
we
freedom
saw,
that he had there.
yeah, we saw someone who looked like that. Like I said, like 2 weeks ago. Right around
Okay.
that time that Margie Steen went missing. But yeah,
Okay.
the neighbor's dog is barking,
All right.
and they are a fucking asshole.
Have there been like a lot of missing people recently, or is this?
I wouldn't call
Okay.
it recently, but I mean, it's happened,
Okay.
It's just kind of a consistent thing.
I don't know if
In
I'd
the
call
area?
it consistent. I mean,
Like,
it's
not the first time, it's not the last time.
Right.
Some people think it's there's something malicious going on, others don't. They're talking about like, oh, I haven't seen this person for a while, but maybe they went to go join the war or the service, or some drunkard gets wanders off at night and people think like, oh, they mysteriously vanished, but
Fair enough. That
Enough
is
that
one of
people are
our
aware of it, but
acquaintances
not
we're
enough
looking
that
for,
it's a
though.
problem.
you were both
So if you
talking
have-
at the same time. So Joe, you give that to me, and then after Joe's done, Dan, you can give it to me.
I was just gonna say, like, that's one of our acquaintances we're looking for. Is this this lady? If you have any information on where they might be or who they were meeting,
Oh, I don't know who they were. She
or just
came.
anyone you saw them with.
She kept to herself. I don't. She was an odd one. If I remember correctly, I think she did help. I think she did help when we all put the search party together to go looking for Margie Steen.
Okay.
That was awful nice of her.
Yeah. Dan, what were you saying?
So
I was just saying the disappearances are enough that people are aware of it, but not enough that people are concerned.
Yeah. Yeah.
just underneath the concerning level.
Not enough to be sus.
Yeah. Okay. Who currently is heading that search party, or is it?
Well,
Imagine
we
it's still
searched for a
active.
couple of days ago, and that was, if you don't find them by then, you're probably not going to find them.
Fair enough. Okay. I guess our next stop might be her parents then.
Okay.
See if they know anything.
But they're
After
like,
we get our food and such.
yeah, there's like, we got some fresh fish stew for you, and we got some halfway decent ale if you want to, get a little drink
for
in
sure.
you. And you would also, it is midwinter, and it's at dusk, so the sun's set by now. It's cold, it's snowing, and so when you mention going out, they're like, you probably want to just stay here for the night. Listen, it's not that it's going to get crazy bad tonight, but don't want to lose any toes if you don't have to. Maybe
like
if you
them
got to
toes.
head back out, you might wait till morning.
I'm not using all 10.
I could do well with a fresh meal and a bed.
Yeah.
All right, fine. If you're going to pull my toe about it.
How much time would we have to roam
Some
about
tomato
before it
soup.
gets concerning?
Thank you, Dan.
All right.
Because this is a place I haven't been before, right?
Yeah, you might be familiar with it. You might have passed through. What exactly were you wanting to look for?
Not anything in particular. Just getting kind of familiar with the streets, or maybe a good route to get where we want to go tomorrow.
So you
kinda-
actually want to head back out and take a little
Yeah,
look.
but not long enough that I would not be able to come back. But
Okay.
just like a half
Yeah.
hour or something.
Okay. Do you want to wait till before or after food?
After food.
Okay. Sure thing. So yeah, you all get some meal in you. Anything else you guys want to do while you're eating or before you get seated for your dinner?
I think we're okay. Perhaps you can ask for a couple hot potatoes to put in your pockets too before you go out.
Ooh, that's
There you go.
smart.
Keep your hands warm.
So while you're eating, and it's what everyone's whispering about. Maybe people aren't talking about it too loudly because they don't want to get,
Just kind of
they don't want tempers to flare up.
Well, we can
But there's always whispers of the revolution going around. You hear that, maybe Boston won't hold out much longer. Washington is amassing a grand army to smash the loyalists. You hear someone who had a rebel patriot friend who escaped from Boston because the loyalists are closing in on a
Hell yeah.
larger plot with a strange masked sorcerer.
Do we hear Frenchmen rap singing
You do not. No.
about guns and ships?
No, I'm sorry.
Damn, it's the wrong revolution.
Yeah, it is. You also hear a name that's a little familiar with you. one Henry Jones is always looking for good patriots to help out in the city. And you would personally know that the coin's always good with Henry Jones because he's offered to pay you a decent sum for helping track down Miriam. You all get your meal. It's, tasty enough. The ale is good. They serve the ale a little bit on the warm side, so that way, put a little bit of warmth in your belly. And you get your meal. I'll say, Joe, if Red Bonnie wants to head out, or if anyone else wants to go out with Red Bonnie, you get enough of a description of where their parents are. You're kind of able to figure out the rough layout of the town. It's not a.
I don't think anybody should go out by themselves. So worst case,
Okay.
I'll go too.
Yeah,
I'll travel because there might be a lawbreaker afoot.
There you
I
go.
definitely want to go.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, we might as well all go.
So but yeah,
Check
if
it
you
for
along the tabs along the top left, you can click on Trenton, New Jersey, and you can see a rough layout
What are you?
of the town, and it's not big.
Okay.
Yeah, at least like 7 streets here.
So can you ping like where we are at? Or
Sure. So you're we'll say you're all. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool, but that's not what I was going for. I wanted a different tool. Okay.
yeah, it doesn't say historian.
You're all right there. I know. Shh, don't tell anyone. And their house is that one. Maybe? This tool always works weird. You
I
know
don't
what?
see the
We're just
second
gonna-
circle yet.
Yeah, it didn't come through. We're just going to do this. Oh, that's giant.
There's a big ass "you are here" on the screen now, and it's pointing off.
No.
Oh God, we're in the void.
All is lost.
And the Archibalds live in the river. No.
No! But there's
Perhaps they
lawbreakers.
live in a van down by the river. They were the proto hippies.
Oh no. Maybe they're the one abducting the children.
Oh no.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Sure. There you go.
Oh.
Okay.
So, yeah, you do your quick little scout out. You find the information you want to find. It's cold, the snow it's snowing, but there's not a whole lot on the ground at the moment. It was kind of warmer earlier in the day. But there's light dusting here and there. You make it back to the Fish and Fin Tavern, no trouble. You guys, it's not super late, so you maybe get a couple more drinks. And we'll give Alex just a second to come back.
Yep. Is that new pipe lighter working for you pretty well still?
It's fantastic.
I may have to get a different insert for my Zippo.
It's almost cheaper just to buy a new Zippo.
Oh, well, maybe I'll just do that then.
It's $16 for the Zippo, and it's around the same price for an insert, I think.
Oh, well then why not just buy another one then?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll do not that one. I'll go boop. Oh.
Yeah, the whole goal of me going tonight would just be kind of getting in my character's head what to expect visually tomorrow. Just kind of mull it over in the night and then kind of be.
Yeah, there's some like obviously water, I assume, around here, or is that forest south of here?
That's going to be
Think of
the Delaware.
rivers.
That's the Delaware River
Delaware
right
River.
there.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we got a river south of us, which is dangerous for children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little creek. And then anything else interesting around the town?
And then what did you ask?
Anything other interesting geographic things around the town?
Not anything that really stands out. I mean, there's some forested areas. There's the river. It's not horribly far from Boston, so there's the occasional bit of troop movement here and there. So it's maybe an hour or so after you get back from your little excursion that a man busts in through the door yelling that he was attacked and his sons Charlie and Jack are missing.
Oh shit!
Everyone starts paying attention real quick, and kind of through prodding of the crowd, you kind of get his story. 3 days ago, he set out with his boys, Charlie and Jack, towards Boston. Their wagon wheel broke a few miles outside of town here. He sent Charlie to get help while fixing the wheel. Dusk came around, and Charlie never made it back. Never came back. Calvin supposed that they would find him on the way to Trenton. That was when a squall of snow came, and the snow, along with the sound of wolves. They pushed forward quickly, and in his panic, he lost sight of his other son, Jack. Lost in the wilderness, Calvin just now found his way to Trenton. So yeah, he and his two boys were on his wagon. His older son, Charlie, was maybe in his teens. He sent him to get help, never came back. So they went ahead and moved on ahead because they couldn't get the wagon wheel fixed on their own. Squall, real heavy, bit of snow came through, and he lost sight of his other son. Looked around, couldn't find him. Wolves were chasing him the entire way. So now he's here, yelling about his boys are missing, and he was attacked by wolves. And it's
does he look like he's trying to rally us to go with him right now, or?
Well, pretty much as soon as it's the news comes through that 2 children are missing. So Alex, on your screen, you should see a picture of Calvin there.
Concerning and relevant.
He busts the door open, says that his 2 boys are missing, and he was attacked by wolves on the way into town. And that's the short of it.
How far out from the town were you when this happened?
Couple of miles.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily need to. He's not actively calling for a search party, but you can see everyone else is getting up. They're getting their boots on. They're getting their coats on, and a search party is forming. Yeah, you go grab some hot potatoes, but the search party is forming to head on out and.
Yeah, I'm putting my coat back on.
Sure. Are you all going to join the search party and help them go look?
Yes.
Seems like it could
Or
be
I will at any
relevant.
Sure. So the party sets out. It's kind of came to a decision. You guys and Calvin will accompany him to the wagon where the squall happened to help him look for Jack, while the rest of the group is going to kind of move through the woods and whatnot alongside the road to see if they can find Charlie. So you and Calvin head to the site of the broken down wagon. Okay. When you get there, the snow's decently thick there. And you can tell the wind's really been blowing, which kind of disguising. If there were tracks here, they're going to be tough, if not impossible to find.
As we're going out there, can I try and do awareness to see if I hear wolves as well?
Sure.
I guess my roll would be subtracting mine.
You rolled D percentile.
Yeah, and then I would minus my bonus, right?
There's 2 ways you can calculate it. The way you're supposed to is your target goal is your primary attribute plus whatever percentage you have for any skills you have in that. So if you got plus 10 in awareness. It would be your primary tribute plus 10. And that's what you have
Okay.
to roll under.
Okay. I'm gonna roll like that. I do not hear anything.
Okay.
I hear a lot of wind.
Yeah.
See a lot of snow.
That you do.
That part of his story adds up.
So are we at the actual site now?
Yeah. I'll say you make it there.
Okay.
Is there anything you're doing? You look around. You can see the wagon with the broken wheel.
How high is the snow?
It's actually, okay, let me rephrase that. Moving along, the snow is thick, but when you get to the actual side of the wagon, there's actually not a lot of snow there, and there's still a bit of mud from earlier in the day. So looking around, yeah, you can actually make out the dirt and the mud underneath where the snow is at.
Can I make a scrutinize test?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Oh, hell yeah. I want to, because I have the trait second sight,
Yeah.
see if I can see a supernatural phenomenon like an aura around the crash site.
So the closer you get to the location of the squall, the less comfortable things feel. There's an odd footprint on the ground next to the wagon that seems to shimmer with magic.
Magic afoot, boys.
Oh shit.
Magic.
Well, if it's magic, then that means there's a mind to cast it. And if there's a mind to cast it, there's a criminal to judge. I'm going to pull out my pistol, which I call the gavel, and get it
You
ready.
go get him.
That's beautiful. So
All reasonable deductions.
you can make out there are some footprints around the wagon. If someone wants to see if they can follow those, that would be a survival test.
I will attempt to follow the
Mhm.
footprints. Because I am one with the animal footprints. Let's see.
I will follow whoever follows them because
So
I am
it's
curious,
survival. Okay.
but also cautious.
Yeah.
We needed to make under a 55, so
All
I
right.
succeeded.
Sure. You can tell by looking through it. You can kind of pick up the different sets of tracks. There's the one weird track with an odd aura of magic that Mercedes would point out. But then you also see a smaller track that you think would fit that of the 10-year-old Jack. And then going down the road, you can also see the set of footprints that that would be one you think would be Charlie. And then you can also make out Calvin's initial footprints. Now, the one for Jack, the small child, they actually head off in the road, or off the side of the road in kind of the forest along the road, while Charlie's follows the road towards town.
Well, of course,
Seems
I'm going to convey this information to the rest of the party.
Yeah. It seems like going off the road is what we're concerned with at the moment.
Do their tracks look like they were just walking or
Yeah.
being dragged or anything
Walking.
like that? Okay.
Did it appear that they were following the set of tracks that appeared to be magical?
Well, there was just the one footprint.
Oh, it was just a single footprint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, also, don't forget, Animal Whisperer, you do have a dog.
Oh, fuck, I do have a dog. His name is Peppers.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a wolfhound.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He might be able to help sniff out the boys.
My first dog's name was Pepper.
Aw.
You would need to find a bit of clothing or something like that that would carry the scent of the boy.
Then I would have to ask Charles, or whatever his name
Calvin.
was. Calvin. It was a C word.
He doesn't, actually. They were just traveling with the clothes on their back. They didn't think they were going to be gone that long.
Is there
Nothing
anything
on
on
the card
the
even.
wagon possibly that might smell like him?
Dried goods, nothing personal.
Okay. we might have to track him with
this-
skills instead.
This single footprint that's weird.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can get from it? Like, how far down was it in the snow? Is it like a boot or a barefoot? Or
It looks like a boot, which is fairly standard. It's probably around the same size, maybe slightly smaller than Calvin's. So just an average sized foot. Doesn't seem to sink down into the mud any deeper, so you're not expecting it to be an abnormally heavy person.
Okay.
I want to search around to see if maybe there's some blood stains. It could be one of the boys or something that the dog could
Okay.
use.
How far do you want to search around? Do you want to follow one of the pairs of tracks to see if you can come across something?
Sure, but I kind of want to stay within sight of the rest of the party, so I don't want to go too far away from the cart.
Okay. I'll tell you, go ahead and give me a survival test to see if you can find anything. Just because you pass doesn't mean that you find something. It means that you're sure about whether you find or not find.
I did not pass.
Okay, so yeah, you don't come across anything, and you're not sure if you searched the area well.
Okay.
So what's going to happen next?
I think
We
just
might
trying to
just have
follow
to do this the old-fashioned way and just kind of put eyes on it and try and follow it.
Yep. And Joe, what were you saying also?
So there, I guess, let me clarify again. There were two tracks going in different directions
Yeah.
from one
You
from each of
can-
the kids.
Yeah.
And were the ones from the older kid that was sent off sent farther ahead? Like, because we would have passed those if they were walking towards the town, right?
Yeah.
Did we see where they started or broke off?
No, you didn't. You weren't
Or
paying
ended.
attention to that at that time. So
Okay. And then do these footprints breaking away from the cart make sense with his story? Because I thought he said he sent his one son off ahead
yep.
because they were stuck,
Yep.
and then he didn't make it back. So he took his younger son with him. They
Yep.
went off a ways, and then he lost his younger son.
And then he realized he lost his younger son.
And herd wolves.
Okay.
So it
So
seems
it looks like
like
the younger son left from
pretty
here,
much
though.
from the get-go, the younger son took the wrong direction. Now, this, of course, is where that snow squall he said came through. But you don't actually see a whole lot of snow like what he kind of described.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
that it was a magical squall.
Yeah. How many people are there out here other than us?
There's another search party looking for the other boy, but
Okay.
they're not here with you.
Okay. Looking for the older one.
Well,
Or the younger
looking
one?
along the road. You guys were sent to the
Okay.
wagon to
get the
investigate
younger.
that area. And the other ones are looking alongside the roads and whatnot, seeing if they can find anything.
Okay. I guess we'll try tracking the younger tracks and
Okay.
see where they go.
So you're going to go off into the woods?
Just
Yeah,
like
for
the
a
musical
bit.
says.
Is there any daylight left or anything?
No,
or
it
is
is night.
night.
Probably need some torchlight or something.
I'll say you guys
Yeah.
have lanterns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
Lantern in
there's
one hand, gun in the other.
sure. Yeah, there's two tracks you can follow. One follows down the road for the other boy, and the younger boy goes directly from the wagon off into the woods. So you're following the younger boy
The
who goes off
woods.
into the woods. Okay.
Yep. That's the more.
That seems
Concerning
more
one.
suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all head off into the woods. Who's going to be tracking this?
What do you mean?
Well, you've got these footprints. You can see them clear enough on the road. But once they disappear into the woods, it's going to be a real difficult task of trying to follow this path at night in the cold.
I can see in the dark,
Okay. Well,
Ooh.
you're still
Yeah.
going to need to give me a
And I
survival
also
test.
have a dog that can help me,
Okay.
and I'm trained in survival. So
So, yep, you're still going to need to
Probably the
give
best one
me.
for it.
We're going to call this a challenging.
is that 2 steps?
That's 1 step.
Okay. I'm not sure they're on this.
I
sheet I'm looking
don't
at.
know if they are or not. So that would be a minus 10%.
No,
So-
I don't think they're on this.
Well, it'll be plus 10 to the roll, though. Right.
You can calculate it either way. The way it's written in the book, your target to roll under is your primary attribute, plus or minus the difficulty, plus your skill training.
Oh,
in it.
okay. I
Right.
understand.
Right. So if
So
you
I'm gonna-
if you math it out differently, that's fine. But
Roll the flat D100. My thing is 45
so your
plus survival minus challenging.
So
we
your
get
goal is
balance.
45. Yeah. So yeah, you pass under. You're able to follow the trail into the woods. And you all spend maybe 20 or 30 minutes kind of snaking through the woods. And eventually it comes off on a side road that's kind of, you think it would be coming off of the main road that you took to get here. So kind of like you got like an L, the boy ran off into the woods over here, snaked through and popped up on this other road. You look down this road left and right. You kind of get a feel that if you turn right, you're going to head back to the main road that you started on, but the tracks go to the left.
Okay. Seems like that's where we want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should keep following.
So following the tracks on the road won't be too tough. So you follow these tracks along. You got your lanterns. And you can actually see the tracks. They turn off down another road. And it's as you follow it down this other road. So you're going to take a right on this other road. And you actually, Calvin sees it before all of you do. But as soon as he does, he starts crying. It's a bit of cloth with some blood on it. And he runs and he picks it up off the ground. And he says, This is from Charlie's jacket.
Maybe now we have some material your dogs can help us out.
Yeah, I definitely want to give the scent to the dog if he
Sure.
a little
will
more
let me.
easily.
Sure. Now the catch would be the thing that catches you off guard. You were following Jack.
Right. It is a little
Oh,
odd.
I didn't even
What's that?
think about that.
Yeah, it's like it's in the past.
Yeah. So somehow you've come across this, and it's actually, as you look around the area, it actually looks like there was some kind of altercation here. There's blood on the ground, ripped scraps of clothing, and yeah, Calvin can identify that it belonged to his kid.
Do another set of tracks lead into this area? From the direction that, because they split, and we came across this altercation. Is there like a set of tracks coming back from the other way that we would have expected?
I want a survival test to see if you can find those other tracks, see if they're there or not.
Okay. If not, I have some questions for him. You said survival.
Yeah.
Where's survival under?
One of them.
Perception.
Yeah,
go.
perception.
Yeah, it's under perception.
Nope.
Okay.
Do not pass.
Sure. Yeah, you look around, you don't find any signs of other tracks in the area, but you do see that the younger boys' tracks do continue on down this road that you're on. And it's also, while you're standing here looking around, you hear an odd whistle. And with that whistle, you hear someone call out into the night. And it's odd at first, but then there's a touch of recognition that you pick up. As you realize, you hear the voice of Livingston Hobbs calling out, "Biffer! Biffer!" And looking around, you can actually see him down the road a ways from where you're at now, heading in the direction that it looks like the younger boy's tracks were going.
Was he the bartender?
No,
No, he's
he was the old
man
man that traveled with you. He was the one that had the...
that we had the funny painting
Creepy
of.
picture of you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oof, that man.
Ooh.
The apple cretin.
Hmm. He is Quaker Oats.
Yeah.
He's shouting out Biffer.
Yep.
That's awful strange.
Would we know anything about who or what a biffer is after having traveled with him?
Why don't you give me a...
The way he's shouting it makes it sound like a pet.
Yeah.
Why don't you just give me a scrutinize test?
Ooh, let's see.
Call it standard.
That is a success.
Okay. You actually do remember before Livingston Hobb mentioning that he did have a dog by the name of Biffer.
Did he have it with him, though?
He did not have it with him.
I feel like this man might be insane.
Maybe.
Just
He looks the part, that's for sure.
Definitely looks the part.
Yeah, that picture's not too flattering.
Yeah, I found just the search terms. It was a funny picture, so I went with it.
Not official material.
Not official material, no.
Thank God, don't want to terrorize the customers.
Yeah. So he hasn't seen you yet.
I'm gonna wave him down and say, Livingston!
Oh! Scared me. Give me a fright out at this late at night.
Apologies, didn't mean to do that. We're looking for a couple of children.
Children?
Yes.
What do you mean? It's dangerous for kids to be out
Yes,
this
I know
time of
this,
night, this cold.
That's why we're looking for them.
This gentleman over here says his boys have gone missing.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Do you point out kind of the
Yeah, I
bloody
point
mess
out-
on the road?
Yeah, and I do motion to that, and I say we found a scarf from the younger one.
He, oh my gosh, that's...
Or Charlie was the older one. Right?
Charlie was the older one. He's like, that's
Okay.
terrible. Like, well, if you're out looking for him, I'm out looking for my dog anyway. I'll just help out. I'll come with you.
right.
It's more eyes, the better we can get on it. I hate to put any fear into you, but I did hear some wolves earlier, and
Yes,
this-
Calvin said the same.
well, let's see if all the more reason to find Biffer too. If there's wolves out here, Biffer will keep them away.
Can I see
Biffer a
if-
big dog?
Irish wolfhound. They are very large dogs.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's the same as my dog.
Are the size of the boots, boot prints of this dude, do they match the random boot print we saw by the cart?
Okay. First question: Do you want to try and be sly while sizing up his boots?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to call this a scrutinize.
I'm not going to be like asking him directly. I'm just going to be looking at his
Yeah.
tracks as I follow him.
Lucky kicks.
What was that, Alex? You broke up.
I said I like kicks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you get them shoes?
Why don't you go and give me?
What size are those shoes?
Skullduggery first, and then
Yeah, I think we'll call it a standard
That is a big
skullduggery.
boy.
okay.
And this is to see if he notices you eyeballing his shoes weird.
That's
Look at that
pass.
doggo.
Okay.
Have to be to 50.
Sure. And then give me a matching standard scrutinize.
Scrutinize. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
They do look pretty close in size. The boots he's wearing looks like it could be a match, but then again,
Yeah.
people didn't have like Treadworks. They didn't have Nike swooshes on the soles of their shoes.
Right. I'm expecting it to look. It's not so much to like say it's him, but it's to like see if I can roll him out.
Sure.
You know. But if it matches, then yeah.
Come on, PDF. So yeah, he's. Are you all ready to continue on?
Yeah.
Might as well keep following these tracks.
So you all keep following the tracks for a while, and Livingston, he keeps calling out for Biffer every now and then, doing that little whistle. He does seem to be a little bit on edge. He's just like, it's bad news, these kids. It looks like maybe we're too late for one boy. I hope we can get to the other one. He seems definitely a little agitated. So he kind of, he tries to relax himself by putting some...
I'm sorry,
Right.
what did he just say about getting to the other one of them?
He hopes you guys can get to the other one in time. Because it looks like the wolves have gotten one already.
Oh, because there was a big bloody mess on the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he passes some time trying to small talk and whatnot. Like, excuse me, miss. He would go up to Veronica. I don't think we got a good chance to conversate much beforehand. I'm just a retired old hermit picking mushrooms and herbs out in the forest.
Wow.
What is it you do? Make your living in this world?
Two Old's got a question for you, Alex. Is your second sight still on?
My what?
Second sight.
Yep.
That's
I think I can do it in that area. I can in. Yeah, I would assume we've walked far enough that it's not.
yeah.
not-
And I can take a look real quick to see.
Yeah, you can just the presence of. This is nearby.
Yeah, you guys have been probably walking for a good mile or so now, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
call it nearby.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he like, what do you do to make your way in this world? To you, Veronica. That's you, Dan.
Boy, well, a little on the military side, kind of looking to see what we can do maybe with the revolution these days.
I've heard there's some kind of fight going on here recently.
I know you
Yeah.
said that's not quite your speed when we
Yeah.
were traveling earlier, so
The fighting can bring out all sorts of foul and upsetting temperaments in people. You seen a lot of action?
not particularly, no.
Okay. You ever had to kill anyone?
Not yet.
That's good. That'd be a scary thought there, having to do another person harm like that.
We're still seeing if something we want to help out with.
As blades grow from his arms.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You all continue on for a bit. Maybe he'll go and he'll speak up with you, Mercedes. That's you, Alex.
Jaw unhinges.
Like, look at my throat. He unhinges his jaw. And he bites you.
Oh, shit.
That was weird. No, he's like,
no.
so, what, you got some, look like you might have some learning to you.
Some might say so.
What brings you this direction? Are you fighting that war there with your pal Veronica?
I go wherever the word of God leads me to.
Well, that's a good path to follow. That's a good path.
And then I immediately pull back my coat, pull out my pistol, and I was like, and this is what I used to see through the path to God.
Well, sometimes you have to preach a little harder than what it should take.
There you go.
He'll go and he'll talk to you, Bo. That's Chris. Oh, you got
Yeah.
some fancy. That's a nice looking overcoat that you got to you. What do
thank
you
you.
do?
Well, I mostly study and venture out here and there just to, collect information of sorts.
It's
Sometimes venturing into the wilds is the best way to get the information you're looking for. Although I'm not too fond of messes like this.
yeah. Okay. Well, that's not bad. So he's going to talk to who's he going to talk to? Archibald. You look like a stern fellow.
And I'll just look sternly at him.
Check.
Well, okay. Red Boney. Looks like you've you got some fighting spirit to you.
Yeah, I work in logistics.
Oh, counting.
Shipping and receiving.
I'm a company
Yes.
man, I would say.
Yeah.
Take the things from here and you put them over there.
Yep. Legitimate logistics.
That's interesting enough.
Yeah, it's a pretty boring job, but someone's got to do it.
I guess so. Yeah, that's people need things. I guess.
Yep. And they're like blatantly dressed like a pirate.
All right. Yeah. So as you all walk, you actually start hearing the sound of barking coming from the distance. And Living's like, "Oh, don't mean to interrupt you there, but that sounds like Biffer."
So he found a child snack.
Oh
And
no.
it sounds like rather agitated barking.
Gods. What a terrible thing to say.
As you move further down the road, actually the road opens up along the left into a field with some crude fencing going along it. And you can see sitting in the back of the field is this ramshackled, small, dilapidated 2-story house. And you shine your lanterns that direction. And you can see there's this house, and standing in front of it, barking at the house, you see this large Irish wolfhound. And Livingston's like, Biffer! And he does a little weird whistle, and Biffer comes running right up to him.
On 2 legs.
Okay. Oh no.
God.
Yes, master.
Yes, master. I have consumed the flesh of man this night.
Oh.
No, so Livingston,
Becomes more like them and less like himself.
he greets Biffer warmly. Like, Biffer, looks like you've gotten into a little bit of trouble tonight. Look at him. And he points out Biffer's got some blood on his muzzle. And he's got some bite marks, some wounds of some form along one of his flanks. He's looks like Biffer got into some trouble himself. But and he looks back at that house. He's like, makes you wonder what he's barking at in there. You think maybe that lost boy, or maybe, if we get lucky, both of them lost boys may have come across here and try to take shelter?
And sadly, what I
Looks
was
like the footprints lead this way.
Why don't you give me a survival test?
Oh no. I'm not the best at that.
I can do it again if you.
Well, Dan
I
Patch.
did just fine.
Oh, okay. Well, good job.
You see the younger footprints head in that direction, yeah.
The younger footprints?
The smaller prints turning off the road towards that. But then it kind of turns into field. It's kind of hard packed. The grass has got some snow standing between it, so you kind of lose track of the prints moving towards it. Yeah, looks like the smaller prints head up towards that house.
Well, it certainly
No,
seems
I-
like a possibility then.
Think we should head toward that house.
Yeah, Livingston's like maybe they got lost and, maybe they'll get lucky and that's where they'll be.
Well, the longer we delay, the lower the chances are, so we should hasten.
Sure thing. You all head to the house. Let's see.
How long
here.
have we known this Livingston guy?
Just today.
Okay.
Maybe 2 days. I would say probably just today. He traveled along with you for a ways towards Trenton, but before you got there, he split off down another road.
Hmm.
So you just traveling companions for a few hours.
Okay.
But yeah, you see this cabin.
I don't like it.
What's your plan here?
I suppose we should approach and see if there are any children and/or lawbreakers inside.
Does the
Or
house?
law-breaking children.
You said dilapidated. What exactly did you mean by that? Are
It's
like
just
the windows busted out, or does
Run
it just
down.
look old?
When a couple of the windows are broken, it just looks old, kind of run down, not well taken care of.
Okay. Like
Like it's not currently lived in.
That's what it looks
yeah,
like.
like that far. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
There is a barn, or was a barn, not too far from the house, but it looks like it burnt down.
That
You
actually
know,
looks
who knows?
terrifying.
Knows how long ago.
Yeah. Does it look fairly abandoned then?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think the more important question is, does it smell abandoned?
It smells abandoned.
Does the air smell stale, like the smell of ghosts?
You guys can stand in this house's front yard and smell things, or you can move forward.
No, I like
No.
smelling things. I don't want to go in there.
We could smell things inside the house.
I'll move
no.
forward just enough to be like maybe 20 feet from the house, and then I'll look over my shoulder and say, somebody should knock on the door, I think.
Are there any tracks clearly leading inside the house?
At this point, you've lost sight of all the tracks,
Okay.
so you don't.
Well, I feel like we'd be able to tell if there was some like right next to the door. Can I do like a check?
Sure.
Okay.
You go right ahead, Chris's
Or
character.
I guess it's more of a check to see if the door looks like it's been
Been used.
disturbed recently. If there's like snow or anything that's been kicked up around there, or if like I feel like if it's not been opened, there would be a clear like seam or
Yeah.
something, of the drift against it.
Yeah.
So let's roll. That'd be awareness.
Yep.
Nope.
Sure. Yeah.
Can't tell.
You can't tell. Like the wind's been blowing hard, so if there was snow that got scraped on this rough little porch, it's blown away.
At this point.
So yeah. So yeah, what's the plan?
I'll go knock on the door.
Go listen. Yeah.
Now
give
that
a knock.
there's- Yeah.
And there's no answer.
I will. I'll knock again.
And there is once again no answer.
Is the dog still freaking out?
No, he's calmed down now that Livingston's there.
Okay.
We maybe
Are there any other doors leading inside?
You can go around and make a quick path around the house, and no. There's just
Okay.
the one door on the front.
Okay.
okay. It shouldn't take
I'm
long
opening
to
the door.
check it out real quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Gun in hand, opening door.
Sure.
I want to turn the handle to where it like unlatches, and then I'm kicking the door.
Are you gonna
Good.
bust the door?
Can
The
I make
door
an
No, like-
opens
check
out.
before you do that?
Oh, it opens out?
Yeah.
Are you wanting to bust it off its hinges?
Okay.
Is that the plan?
No.
There was no building code standard, so it's.
You'd probably still kick it in if you kicked hard
Sure.
enough.
Alex, what were you asking?
I was gonna make a scrutinize check the minute he opens that door.
Sure.
I'm gonna ready my flintlock as well.
Okay. What are you scrutinizing for, Alex? What are you looking for?
Just more that goosebumpy feeling.
Oh, you're going to use second sight?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh hell yeah! Oh no, nope, wrong one. Bam, missed a 0. Ignore that.
You going to use a coin to re-roll that?
Yeah.
Okay. Use of our first coin for the night.
Nice.
I would like to use a coin as well.
To do what?
Well, I have a trait called Judgment is here. Whenever I or an ally of mine succeeds at a skill test, as Alex just has, I can spend a coin to turn it into a critical success.
Sure. I don't know what the bonus of a critical success on second sight is.
I do.
What is it?
I can accurately track where the phenomena is found. So if there's
Sure.
any phenomena, or I can actually go to it, I would assume is what it's saying.
Sure.
As if you were tracking someone using survival. There we go.
Okay. So first I'll show you all the rough interior of the house. Now this isn't a one-to-one. This is just setting the tone.
I'll buy this in Seattle.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably worth
For
at least 3
$1,200
or
a
4
month.
million. Yeah. So your second sight, from within the recesses of the house, a vision of death emanates.
Ooh.
And you can kind of track where this vision of death is. It's leading you further into the house if you want to follow it.
Oh snap! Lollygaggers are coming.
Oh snap! What up, party people?
Oh.
Oh god,
Heyo.
that name right there.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so what's going on, guys?
That's a heck of a name.
Yeah.
So what are those weird senses of yours saying, Mercedes?
I immediately yell, evil! Evil!
Ah.
Evil, evil, evil.
Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Good take.
Is it on an area? Like, does this work like?
I'll tell you right now, Alex, you're getting a clear path that you could detect to follow in.
Does it ping off of like people in the area and stuff too when you're using this?
I
sense?
think when it's just normal, I can just detect an aura, just a general one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing too fancy. And since he made it a critical, I would say I can pinpoint this one.
You know where it is. Okay.
It's, death and all.
Yeah.
Well, I can track it. I guess I can't see the walls or anything, but
Yeah.
It's like you're following the glowing trail in Fable.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so as you're all standing there, Mercedes, you're getting this funky feeling from inside. Biffer just walks right on in.
oh, god damn it.
Does he seem to be following the line? I guess I
He's-
wouldn't know that.
You would know that. Alex, you can see he heads straight back through the house. And you lose sight of
Hello,
him
Pupper?
past the first room. You're all going to have to move into the house if you want more information.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my symbol of faith.
Yep.
I'm going to follow the dog.
Sure. You follow the dog into the house. And I'll just show a
Dogs seem just a little too comfortable walking in this house.
rough floor plan.
Welcome
He
home.
Walks into the setting room, and you walk into the setting room there, Bo. In the setting room, there's a single rocking chair on an old rug surrounded by stacks and stacks of books. And that's kind of the feature there. There's a fireplace along the wall that hasn't seen a fire in it in ages. And there's a set of stairs, we'll call it, along the west wall going up to the second floor.
Is there anything in here to start a fire with?
I,
Like, is there any wood left over?
Sure.
Any-
Stacks and
As we're
stacks
walking in,
of
do we
books.
see any footprints, like mud, snow that have been tracked in? Us going in.
Well, let's see. It's cold enough. There was mud. I'll say no.
Okay.
Where's more?
Alex,
Not
you're
allowed to
breaking
burn
up.
books.
Whatever you said didn't come through.
Give it a second. Internet connection is unstable.
I can tell your video's locked up.
Yeah, it's very stupid. I have to call Cox and get it figured out.
So, Chris, you follow the dog into the next room, the kitchen. Pots and pans, other kitchenware hang from hooks. There's actually a straw bed by the kind of along the back wall there. And Biffer goes and he lays down in this straw bed. Also along the west wall, there's a door that looks like it would head down into a basement.
Just goes and lays down on it.
Yeah.
Is the father
I turn
dude
around
still here?
to see if what's his name, Livingston.
Yeah, Livingston. He's still there
Is-
with you guys. And
is
also
he-
Joe Calvin he's with your group as well.
Is
Okay.
Livingston nearby me?
He's outside.
I want to go talk to Livingston and ask him if he lives here.
I want to ask Calvin what he thinks so far.
Well, let's handle Livingston first.
Right.
So, Chris, do you live here? However you phrase it to him. Like, oh, no, I don't live here. I live, a couple miles that direction.
Your dog seems pretty comfortable in there.
Oh, he'll take a nap anywhere. He's,
There's like a straw bed that looks like it was made for him, and he just laid right down on it.
yeah, he's not particular.
And
When you gets to his age, he'll take naps anywhere.
Can I insight him? Or Chris, you can too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it
Or probably scrutinize.
scrutinize?
I'm
Negative. Hang on.
Or is
It's a
it
little different now, if I recall.
Let me look. Hang on, guys. Stop throwing out words. I'll tell you what I want.
Really, really wants.
What I really, really want. Yeah, we're gonna go scrutinize on that.
okay?
Oh shit! God damn it! So we'll call it challenging. So Chris, if you want to roll against a challenging scrutinize test.
Okay. And the number to beat is going to
Under
be
perception.
It's going to be 45%.
Okay.
Would be 55 because I'm trained in it, but
And it's challenging, which would take it back down to 45. You
Doesn't
get
matter.
you get that he's being pretty honest with you.
I would like to try to scrutinize
Okay.
as well because I'm on the lookout.
Sure, go and give that.
For
That
lawbreakers.
would give me a success by 10, even with the
Nice.
challenging.
He is being deceptive.
hmm
is he being
Well.
deceptive because he's embarrassed that he lives here?
I don't know.
Please don't tell anyone how I live.
Yeah.
Calvin's like, well, if my boys are in there, I gotta try and save them, and he heads on in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to head
Oh.
back in too.
I'll keep beside Calvin to make sure he's safe.
Well, Calvin's going in, so your head staying next to Calvin as he heads inside.
Yes.
I feel like somebody should keep an eye on
I wanna-
strange Quaker oatmeal.
The question is
Calvin,
does Judge Hale
about-
tell
Hang on, you're
anybody
all
else?
talking at the same time.
Right.
So whoever wants to talk first should talk. Dan.
I was just, we can't act on Judge Hale's information if he doesn't tell it to us. That's all I was going to say.
Okay.
Right.
And Joe.
I wanted to ask Calvin about the discrepancy on the names of his kids.
Charlie, and then whatever the other kid's name was.
Yeah, because we found the
Jack.
clothes in the wrong spot.
Yeah, he's pretty confused by that.
And then I want to scrutinize his response.
Sure.
See if he's genuinely confused or if he feels like I caught him.
Go ahead, give me a scrutinize. We'll call it standard.
Okay. Scrutinize. Let's pass.
Okay. He's got a little bit of deception to him as well. Are you gonna push him on it?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna kind of spin the pistol that I've been holding in my hand. Like, be honest with me now, Calvin.
He starts crying. I didn't mean to get so drunk. I don't actually remember exactly which one went where, and it's all just a fog.
Oh,
Critical fail.
fantastic.
Oh no, he's drunk and wagoning.
Yeah.
I critically fail scrutinizing that.
I'll let you carry over the first one.
Okay. Does it seem...
Yeah, that's the truth. He was drunk when he lost these boys.
Okay.
And so his recollection of information may not be highly accurate.
Okay.
I think with that,
Is
I'm
he
gonna,
sobered up at all at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Alex, what were you asking?
I'm probably gonna pull my pistol and just start moving toward wherever that death aura is coming from.
Sure. It leads you directly to the door in the kitchen that looks like it leads down to the basement.
Shit.
I'll
It says locked.
It is
Yeah.
locked, yeah.
I
won't
assume
show
I'd
any,
try to
like-
Hang on a second. Alex, why don't you finish?
Sorry.
I would try to open it, but I would probably quickly realize it's locked.
It is locked. All right, Joe, what were you saying?
And then I would say I would let Calvin know, like, I don't have any malice at him at that, and I'd thank him for being honest.
Okay.
And just be like, whatever, we'll still find him.
Okay.
You're just trying to do what's right, finding him now, so...
Yeah, I'd yell to the rest of the crew. There's death in the basement, I'm pretty sure.
Livingston.
Can you be more specific?
Death comes
Grim
in many
Reaper
forms.
himself is there.
Okay.
Oh no.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Livingston's like, oh, you gonna go check it out? Like, I don't do so well with knees, my arthritis.
Well, the door's locked.
Okay. Anyone have any kind of skullduggery skills and some lockpicks to try and...
A gun.
You could
Yeah, I was gonna
certainly-
say we all have guns. I think.
You could certainly try and blast the lock open.
I probably do have skullduggery for...
Otherwise, I have a hatchet. I could probably hack it off.
Seems like something I would have. I do have skullduggery.
Yeah, we all have 50 caliber guns. So.
Did someone say that they were going to hang back and keep an eye on Livingston?
I will
There's-
keep an eye on Livingston if no one else will.
Sure.
I don't trust him.
Okay. So
I'm certainly feeling a little sus as well. So
who's blasting this door open?
I can actually try and lockpick it, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if I have lockpicks.
You-
Oh, I do have lockpicks on me.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
cool.
in my shotguns. Okay.
nice.
Go and give me that test. We'll call it a standard.
Okay. Let's do... Pass.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you're able to force the lock open. The door opens up, and just a disgusting stench, like a hot, humid stench, slaps you in the face. Everyone who's kind of standing at the door, ready to go downstairs. So, who all is going downstairs?
I was.
I was.
I was
Was Calvin
planning to hang
prepared
back
to?
with Tyler.
Okay. So, Dan, are you going downstairs or no?
I was staying with Tyler, so nobody's alone.
Okay. So, you two are staying upstairs with Livingston. Calvin's going to head downstairs with all of you. So 4 of you are heading downstairs. Those of you who are heading downstairs, I want you to give me
A resolve test.
a resolve test. And that is under willpower. And these character sheets we're working at, they're not filled or anything. So if you take any peril off of this, just keep track of it somewhere. Yeah. Who all fails?
I did.
So those of you who fail, you're going to take 11 peril. Anyone critically fail?
Ooh.
Alex, is that you?
Oh no, I critically successed.
Okay.
You said that was resolve, right?
Yeah, resolve.
Yeah,
By
so
not rolling, I succeeded.
There you go. So
I'm
yeah,
good.
Joe, go ahead and take 11 mental peril. As the
All right.
stench of death just slaps you all in the face.
That knocks me down too.
Ouch.
Oh,
Ouch.
All right. Do you all head downstairs? Calvin's coming with you. Let me actually do Calvin's test.
Good lord.
Dear prophet
Oh,
of
yeah,
Moses.
he's fucking great. Yeah.
Jason.
Jason?
I grab one of the old books and tear a
Assume
couple
it goes
pages
down
out of
there.
it and hold
That-
those against my face.
That was a crude mask.
Yeah, because
Okay.
musty books can mask the smell of anything.
Okay.
he's not wrong.
All
I
right.
suppose if you have to pick your smell.
So-
Depending on how old they are, they could fill your
yeah.
head with some good stuff too.
Yeah.
What was it? Just the stench that we were getting hit by? That
Yep.
was the resolve.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's necessary. You would know this stench can only come from one thing, and that is rotting flesh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
As you all, the 4 of you head downstairs, leaving Livingston, Veronica, and Gideon upstairs. We're gonna leave the focus on the 3 that are upstairs then.
At least it's probably not the boys because they haven't been dead that long.
True.
Ooh, cliffhanger.
So it may be a really good cheese. That's right, Robot Monster 1953. So Livingston turns to the 2 of you. He looks at each of you and he goes like, he looks at you, Gideon. He's like, you're not the one that I would start with, but I guess that's where we are.
Oh, fuck.
Huh?
As blades grow from his arms.
Excuse me?
Hey,
Yeah.
Let me, oh, right there.
Excuse me?
Do what now?
That didn't. Where did I enter that information? Is it over here?
Does muting cameras still throw people around, even though you can drag and drop them?
Wait, what?
In Zoom, does muting cameras still
Yes.
throw people around? Okay.
Give me just a
Easier to
second.
recover from, but it still jacks it up.
So, we're gonna go with.
That's why I run mine through OBS now, and I can mute it in OBS, but it still stays on in Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
I plugged this information in somewhere and it did not keep. So let's do this. Ouch. And then let's do this. All right. Alrighty. Livingston Hobbs gets to go first.
Yeah.
Goodness. For what it's worth, Whenever combat starts, I get to select a battle buddy, and we get a plus 10% base chance to defend, and cannot be flanked. So since Tyler is here, I will select him as my battle buddy,
Okay.
Battle buddy.
which I know won't
Fusion
help us
dance.
since we haven't had a turn yet, but just getting it out of the way now.
Sure. So let me find
Don't die.
this.
Don't tell me what to do. I'll
So
do it.
you're standing right next to Livingston, so he is going to. Oh, he's going to take aim for 2. And he is going to just bury his knife into you as hard as he possibly can.
Of course he is.
Don't do
You're
that.
There.
pretty close. He's kind of catching you by surprise. So his to succeed number for this is going to be a 95.
Oh no.
And that's a solid 20.
Turns out he's successful.
And he's going to put... Ooh, I rolled a 6. So one other change they put in Flames of Freedom is you can only explode 1 damage die per turn.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for us.
Good for you. So
Sort of.
Tyler,
Unless we explode crazy, like, you know, the rock or the chair or the bowl of soup.
he puts 15 points of damage on you, Tyler.
Okay.
Right on your chest.
Right into my chest. That puts me down 2 thresholds.
That's mildly injured?
Moderately,
Moderately.
yes.
Let me see if you take an injury.
I hope not.
Nope, it's your lucky day. Next up, and actually, if we want to do that, next up is Veronica. Dan.
Let's go ahead and try to do a knockdown on him first.
Sure. So you're going to do rough and tumble knockdown. You're
Yeah.
going to make an athletics or coordination test, and foe must resist with coordination.
So we'll see if we can. Let's see. I can do toughness. Let's do that.
Sure. Athletics or coordination.
Oh gosh.
So was that
Athletics, and
Okay.
it's horrible no matter what.
okay? You going to spend a coin?
Let's go ahead and spend a coin on it. Why not?
Sure. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins for the players, 5 coins for me.
Barely better.
Okay. So what did you do? That was 1 AP to try and knock him down. You fail.
Mm-hmm.
You got
And
2 AP
I will
left.
then go ahead and attack him with my cavalry sword.
Sure.
So I'll just go ahead and do a regular roll on that, and that at least is a success.
Sure. Go ahead and put your damage on there.
Boop. Plus,
I'll be right back.
Sure.
I assume plus 5.
Yep.
Yeah, plus 5. So 8 total.
Okay. 8 points of damage on Livingston. Moves him down 1. Joe, you're actually last in the initiative, or in the camera order. So if you want to mute your camera, you can. Yeah,
Burger
he's,
ran
He's
away.
already gone.
he's already gone. So Dan, 8 damage moves him down 1 step to
Well,
lightly
counts at
wounded.
least. Didn't do as much as I had hoped, but it still
It
counts.
did something, yeah.
I will probably save a point
Okay.
so I can react if I need to.
Next
And I'll
up,
probably tell Tyler to back up a little bit since he's already taken a
sure.
beating.
Gideon, it's your turn.
I'm looking through the actions to see what we've got that's new. I will go ahead and maneuver back up 3 yards,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna, now that I'm not in an engagement, I can use my ranged weapon. So I'm gonna shoot it.
Don't miss too hard.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna try to shoot this fucker that just gouged me. Just my roll. That's a hit.
There you go. Go ahead and give me that damage.
Nice.
Let's see. Is... That exploded.
Sure.
Oy.
Wait.
My
Oh,
goodness.
so let me double check.
It's a D6 plus 4, so yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was a D6 plus 4, so I got a 6, and then my second roll was also a 6.
Let me double
Oh.
check something real quick. Hang on a second.
We've been robbed by
Wait.
non-consecutive explosions.
Okay.
Tyler's rolling hot fire.
Let's see. I'm looking to see the specific rule to make sure I'm interpreting that right. So give me just a just a
I
moment.
mean, I'm okay with just dealing 16 damage.
Yeah.
It's just easier to do that for now, and we can worry about it later.
Oh, you can only spend 1 coin to explode a D6. So if you rolled another D6,
Keep
you
rolling,
can
I guess.
keep exploding.
Okay, well that's better.
See, that's pretty good though. 21
That's
damage.
21 damage.
21 damage.
Dang, Tyler.
That
Dang.
was very good rolls.
So that's going to drop him 3 rings.
Tyler just killed
Kill the
man.
man.
He's on grievously injured.
Don't.
Means 3d6. I hope you keep rolling crazy hot dice here.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's my
I feel
axe.
like they
can't
added
deal.
that roll for you,
Weapon.
Chuck.
Say
Yeah.
what?
I feel like they added that rule for you.
Well, and I was incorrect. You can only spend 1 coin. I guess you're right. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
probably like that, Chuck.
Yep.
So Tyler, give me
Oh.
3d6.
I did. I don't know what they are. 415. Nope.
Dang. Yeah. Although Chuck stopped doing that for the most part and has turned it into injury dice
I
instead.
have. That's way more fun.
Yeah, guaranteed injuries suck.
Yeah.
Okay, so no injuries, but you did drop him down to grievously wounded.
Wait, can I turn one of those into a guaranteed injury?
Sure, if you want to spend a coin.
Ah, why the fuck not?
What kind of qualities does your weapon have?
Black powder and carbine.
Okay.
So it'll do grievous injury still.
Yeah, it's my axe that's can't do grievous injuries. I double checked. What do I do to deal an injury?
Hang on, I'm looking for the injury table.
Oh,
Here it
okay.
is. Give me percentile. So yeah, you spend a coin. I already got it moved over, so give me a percentile.
56.
Oh, I was just there. There we go. We're on a grievous injury. With a 56. Mutilated palm. You're bleeding. A character must perform surgery. Hey, Nymeria Streams. If the surgery's failed or if 24-hour passes, you gain the Butterfingers drawback. So yeah, you just make him start bleeding. So that's kind of the neat thing with a lot of injuries on this, is it just automatically makes you start bleeding. Because armor's not really a thing anymore.
And too old, I never learned Beastman Jutsu. They never taught me that.
And so he now has 5 turns until he dies from bleeding.
Nice.
So, let me go back to initiative. Next up is going to be his dog, Biffer. Tyler,
Oh, fuck. I forgot about the dog Biffer.
Did you save an action, Tyler?
No, I sure didn't.
Biffer's
None?
not too happy.
How did you not save an action?
Don't worry,
you
we're
moved
past it. We're past it.
Yeah, never mind. I got it.
Biffer runs up. he's going to take aim for 1 because he uses 1 AP to move. And his total to succeed is a 55. That's a 41. Biffer bites you for 5 damage. I don't like that 5, Tyler. I really don't.
Are you gonna explode it?
I'm going to explode it. That 5 or that 1 turns into a 6 plus his 4, so that's 10 damage. And I get to roll another d6. 13 points of damage.
All right. Well, that's 2 more steps.
Oh no.
Where is
Reduce
that?
them grievously.
Okay.
Gonna be a quick game for me.
No, this is going the wrong order. I'm supposed to die.
So I rolled a 1, 2, and a 1. But you know, I got all those coins.
Yeah.
Dan's supposed to die in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so maybe I die last then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the right order so far.
94.
When does Tyler's dog go?
Smash jaw. You are bleeding. You got to get some surgery in 24 hours, or you get the disfluency drawback. So Tyler, what's your brawn bonus?
Not a lot. Where is it? My brawn is 40, so I imagine 4.
Yeah. You've got 4 turns, or you're going to bleed out.
Oh shit.
Don't forget, you've got determination points.
I think I can. I also have tinctures.
Okay.
Yeah, but your turn has to come around before 4 other people's do.
Oh,
order
that's right. I forgot about that part of this.
Luckily,
It's not
there's
a round, it's turns.
luckily
Can
right
I-
now there's only 4 of you in this combat. You could spend your determination point to negate.
That seems like it's probably gonna be worth it. Cause yeah, I'll go ahead and spend it to negate the injury.
Yeah, you got 1 determination point. All right. You negate the injury. You're not bleeding. You're still grievously wounded.
That's fine.
One
I mean,
of
it's
them
not
fired
fine,
a
but-
gun.
I did.
Okay. I assume we would hear that on the steps to the basement.
Well, we'll get to you.
Okay.
Because Livingston's also grievously injured. And with what you all are going to find down in the basement, it's going to be really hard to distract you. But it is Livingston's turn.
We got
it's
a correction
rounds.
in the
Oh.
chat. It's okay.
Okay. So you got a little
still,
bit
I think
longer.
it's.
It's still fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with spending it. Honestly, if
Okay.
this weren't a one shot, I'd be a little bit more.
Livingston stabs you with the knife. He's going to go ahead and take aim for 2.
He's stabbing Tyler again?
Yeah.
Tyler maneuvered out.
Oh,
Yeah, I
he'll
stepped
move,
out.
He'll move up 1 step.
So do I get to attack him then?
Do you have an attacks of opportunity for... Yeah, he's moving out of your engagement. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's a success.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Roll your damage.
Hey, it's a 6.
There you go. So go and roll it again. Oh, it's another,
It's another
6.
6.
Roll it again.
It's another
Fucking
6.
Christ. Roll it again.
Holy sh!
It's a 3.
So,
that's 18, 21.
21 plus.
26.
You slay Livingston.
He's running by me. I'm like, ah! I assume.
So sure.
God damn.
That was good.
Dan kills in the middle.
Let's see. I'm going to put the boop. Livingston is dead.
Murder of opportunity.
Dan, it's your turn.
That's right. 666.
I believe there's a biffer that needs put down also now. Then.
That is
So we'll see
true.
if I can continue my murdering.
Sure. You can move up to Biffer for an AP.
I'll make another attack here.
2's a hit.
And about 2. Okay, 7.
Okay.
Not as exciting this time.
That drops Biffer down to lightly.
I don't trust any old man in any of Chuck's games.
Yeah, I should have known better.
I mean, we all should have known better.
That's the red flag.
I thought he was just crazy.
At
That
least he
picture
didn't start
really
talking about
kind of
putting
gave it
people
I
away.
didn't know he
Yeah.
was also murdery.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, depend. His
Gideon.
basement smells crazy enough.
It's
Is
your
that
turn.
me?
Yep.
All right, so this dog is still left.
Yep.
Can you still switch weapons for free at the start of your turn?
Yep.
Then I'm switching to my axe and cutting the head of this fucking dog off for trying to bite me.
Sure.
That's a success.
Oh, that's a critical success.
Oh, it is a critical success.
There you go. You get to roll an extra d6 on this attack for damage.
So 2d6. 2 5s.
2 5s. Sorry, that's 10 damage plus whatever your modifier is.
4. So 14.
14 points of damage
14 teen.
on Biffer. That is
14.
2 steps to seriously wounded. Do you want to give me 2d6? See if you put an injury. What are you attacking with?
It's an axe.
Okay.
It
Your
is
axe-
slow and weak, so it can't do grievous injuries.
Okay. So give me 2d6.
Oh, that does not look
Nope.
like Essex.
Nope.
That's
That's
okay.
a 5 and a 2.
And then let me see. That was one action.
You could do like a takedown or something like that if you want to, or
Okay. You do
I'm-
a little
I'm
rough and
looking.
tumble.
rough and tumble. Yeah. Or you could maneuver away again, which didn't work out very well.
Yeah, no, it really did not. Well, I mean, you killed him before he could get to me, so.
Or you could always try and recover. I don't know what items you had.
It's first aid and it requires all 3 AP. That was what I was looking at.
Yes,
Okay.
it does. You gotta
Um,
have some bandages for that too.
I have laudanum, so I could just pop a laudanum, but
That's wouldn't. Well, you're
20.
not bleeding anyway, so that doesn't matter. Anyway, continue on, Tyler. What are you doing?
yeah, I'll go ahead and attempt to knock down.
Sure.
It's athletics or coordination.
Yep.
I'm better at athletics. That's still not a success.
Yeah, it is.
But
That's
it's
a critical
69.
success.
Oh, it's the critical success number.
Because it's 69.
I forget about that
All right.
rule.
So Biffer doesn't get to resist. You automatically knock them down to the ground.
Okay.
So congratulations. Anything else?
No, I think I have 1 AP left, and I think I would like to save it.
Sure. That passes down to Biffer's turn. Now, Biffer, he's a little flighty, so he needs to make a resolve test or risk getting a little distracted. So let me roll that. He passes it, so he uses 2 AP to get up, and then he attacks you, Tyler.
Of course he does.
And this is going to be a 45% chance of success. That is a 38.
I'm planning on defending. What was the thing you have to do to defend? I can't find it.
So it's on your character sheet. Where are you at? You're the animal whisperer.
I don't see it either.
I
I think it's normally based off of brawn
well,
It's either combat
hang on.
or combat.
sorry.
Let me look at the full
Oh no, it's
character
agility
sheet.
or combat, I think.
Oh, that's not on there. Give me a combat test.
Don't forget you get a 10% advantage for being my combat buddy.
All right. I don't need it.
You didn't
but
even
I
need it.
appreciate it.
Okay, so you successfully
be your
defend
buddy,
yourself, keeping this dog from biting into you again. Veronica.
Let's just keep on rolling with the murder.
Sure.
Hmm.
So you
Oh.
use an AP to move up,
Oh, nope.
and you critically fail. You're going to go ahead and take
There it
some
is.
peril for fucking up
The
that
Dan
bad.
dice arrive.
Oh
Uh,
no.
Oh, don't ignore that. I rolled the wrong thing.
I was going to say that would be an insane amount of peril.
Only 3 peril. You're doing good.
Okay. I can handle that.
You got an AP left.
Um,
What are you going to do?
I should have 2 AP, right?
You move for an AP.
No, they
was
were
up
already
there.
engaged.
Did you move up last turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you got 2 AP left.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to take down on him too.
Sure.
Critical success.
Can't
How many
resist.
times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
You trip the dog's feet, and the dog's on the ground again.
All right, Tyler, give him the people's elbow because you
I'm
should
like-
have advantage now.
Tyler, you are up.
I will drop the people's elbow on this dog.
You're making a melee attack, so it's going to be a step easier. So count this as routine.
Okay, so it's a 65 or
Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
That's a
Didn't
2.
need it either.
Go ahead and give me your damage. You get to add an extra d6 because your foe is prone.
Oh, sweet.
That's an
I-
exploding
My
6.
no,
Goddamn.
it's not. That was two. That was both dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
10 total damage. I'm fine with that. He's already wild fucked up.
That will get us at least to grievous. Yep, just to grievously wounded.
10 total.
Do you want to use a coin to explode one of those?
Yeah, if it's just gonna get him to grievous, I will explode
You
it.
could
to
turn that
finish
1
off.
into a 6 and
Yeah, I will go ahead and do that. Turn the 1 into a 6, which makes it a
15 total.
11 or 15 total.
That
And then roll
slays
A
Biffer.
12. Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right. So the two of you get through this horrible fight. You slay Livingston and Biffer. We'll switch back to the other team. As you move down this dark set of stairs, the stench of death hangs heavy in the air. You finally get to the bottom and you look over, and actually as you're moving down, you can start hearing this whimpering noise coming from down here.
Oh,
And you
that's
look
good.
across the room, and you see the two boys you're looking for.
Oh, great.
The older boy,
Cool.
lays on the ground in a pool of blood, pale, clearly dead. The younger boy sits next to him, knees hugged tight, crying a little bit. I want each of you to give me a resolve test. If you
Crit
fail,
success.
I'm going to have you take 10 points of mental peril. Joe, you critically succeeded, so you can move a step up on the peril track.
Heck yeah.
How much peril do I take?
10.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh no, that drops me 1. Drops me 1.
Okay.
I'm good.
So the stench of death is just thick down here. You see this young boy, eyes wide open, completely shocked, or in shock, sitting next to the corpse of his older brother. What are you going to do?
And Calvin came down here with us, right?
Calvin's down there. That's a good point. I'll make Calvin roll. He passes too. He immediately runs over to Jack.
It's not phased.
He's a man on a mission.
Yep.
And he scoops Jack up. Anything else y'all are going to do down here?
Does that evil aura just emanate from the child?
No.
I
Oh, I'm still looking.
assume
for the evil.
he's
Sorry, Calvin.
also distraught that Charlie is not alive.
Yeah.
The evil aura leads to a patch of ground in the back corner of this basement. The packed dirt basement here actually looks loose in that corner.
I want to investigate the body of the kid.
Sure.
Not like autopsy style, but like just can I see how he died?
He's got
Clearly.
tears and bites on his arms and his legs. But the killing wound is someone slit his neck.
Hmm.
I'm
That's
assuming
weird.
the bites are from Biffer.
That I can guess what the stabs are from.
Yeah.
But what was Biffer bit by?
Who knows? Alex, what were you saying?
I'm probably gonna go over into that loose pile and slightly dig around
Sure.
with my holy symbol still out. I'll put my pistol away.
You start digging, and you actually find yourself excavating, turning up a mass grave. Corpses and corpses. Now, lying on the top of the pile is a body that doesn't look too horribly old. A woman, kind of tall, with red hair.
Oh.
Is there also a little girl there?
Yeah.
So
Damn.
we were sent to go to find the red-haired woman, correct?
Yep, because she had something on her that was vital to the rebellion in Boston.
Yeah, I'm gonna search her body if possible.
Sure. You find an envelope with a broken wax seal.
Hmm.
I will retrieve that.
What's that?
I will retrieve that.
Okay. You gonna open the envelope up?
At this point, have we heard the commotion upstairs?
It's probably at about this time you start hearing the commotion upstairs.
Probably. After finding a mass grave down there, I'd probably be wanted to get back upstairs to the guy who seemed to be at home here.
Probably about the time that I'd be calling. That's kind of weird. His throat's slit.
Bang bang, stab
You're
stab.
revenge done.
Yeah.
We're all good up here.
Oh, that's kind of weird. There's commotion upstairs.
So yeah, you all hear it and go running upstairs to help your two friends. You make it up there right as Biffer falls to the ground dead.
Evil, 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 evil.
Evil.
So what are you guys doing now?
What happened?
He attacked us.
The old
What do you
man
think happened?
tried to kill him.
I mean,
Came
that
close
makes
to me,
sense. The basement is full of corpses.
Gideon almost died.
Search old man's body and see if he has anything weird on him.
Are you gonna tell us what you found in the basement?
Oh, I was
yeah.
until he's done searching that body, and then be like, hey, I found this letter, and you know, you guys started shooting.
As I'm
guns.
searching through it, I would just say like, yeah, we found the kids. One of them was dead.
Searching the old man's body, you just find the knife,
Nonchalant.
but nothing else on him. Go ahead and give me a scrutinize.
Scrutinize. Nope.
Okay.
Dang. I think I know what that scrutinize is for.
So yeah, you search his body, you don't find anything.
While this is going on, I'm downing my 1 dose of laudanum to get myself
Sure
back up to
thing.
damage. All right.
Yep.
It's not a bad plan.
Go ahead and take yourself a point of conflict for that. Mark it down somewhere.
I have a pen on my desk somewhere. There we go.
I'd be like, do you have any idea why he attacked you?
All
Well,
he said,
specifically said, yeah, I wouldn't have thought to start with you first, but this is how it is, so seems like it was pretty intentional.
Okay.
Perhaps us being here was pretty intentional.
Did he use any sorts of magic or anything, or was he just?
just a knife.
Just stabbed him with a knife pretty aggressively.
Alright.
It was very sharp. I can attest
Did
to
the
that.
other bodies in the grave all seem to have like knife wounds,
I mean, one of them had their
or have they all been dead
Right.
for too long to tell?
whatever words.
Yeah, well, the older boy had his throat slit. You didn't really take time to investigate the other bodies.
Okay.
You could head back down.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone going with Joe?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably stay where I'm at for now.
The top, or not the top, but the floor, the first floor.
What's
Just to see more about this guy who lived in here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Joe?
what's dude with his kid doing?
Calvin, he's walking out. He's like, can one of you grab my other boy and bring him along?
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. He's
You
like,
can get on out of here.
I got to get out of here. Like, I'll start heading back to town.
That's fair.
Do you want to wait for us?
I can wait out on the road.
Okay.
I mean, I think we took care of the problem out here.
Well,
Or,
I don't know if we
or
did.
Those two did.
So
He's carrying a
Okay,
kid. I don't
alright.
think he's going to be helpful
Okay.
to us.
Who's-
there's still bite marks and stuff though on the dog. So there's more.
Oh,
going
Yeah, that
on
is.
Yeah,
than
of course, that could have
these
also
two.
been the dog just legitimately came across wolves out in the forest.
Exactly.
There
That's
could
what
be
I'm
wolves
saying.
out in the forest. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My point. Yeah.
That's why you're
The
wanting him
fact
not
that
to
they
go far.
weren't
Okay.
attacked by wolves
Who's
doesn't
all
mean
going
they can't
downstairs?
Yeah.
Who's,
I don't think he lied about there being
Who
wolves.
is all going downstairs? Joe,
I am.
Alex, Tyler, Chris, where are you?
be. I'm going downstairs.
I'm going back down. Yeah.
Dan.
I'm staying with Judge Hale since nobody should be by themselves.
Okay. And there's
Good
a
decision.
downstairs and there's an upstairs. I'm sorry, there's a first floor, second floor, in the basement. Those of you in the basement, go ahead and just give me a healing test for investigating the bodies.
Hate that I failed that scrutinize as a player.
A whatting test?
Heal.
What?
Ooh, I passed.
Oh, dang.
You can see there's knife wounds on pretty much all of them. There's also what seems to be dog bites on some of them.
Oh.
But then there are some weird, large, creaturey bites on them as well. On their neck area.
I think there'd be something else in these woods, boys.
Should we burn Gideon just to be safe? Or no, I'm Gideon.
You're good. Livingston.
Livingston, thank you.
Okay.
Maybe
To
we-
cauterize those wounds.
Okay.
Uh,
We're gonna cut away. Go ahead, Joe.
Are we like used to there being supernatural deals?
No,
Okay, that's not like known information.
it's rumors. It's hearsay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
mean-
like this is real world here that you're messing with. So
Okay,
If I saw a big spider, I'd probably burn the place down. So just putting it out there.
right. Well, I mean,
The lore is that there's rumors
I'm-
that shit happens, but most people chalk it up to wives' tales.
yeah, that's what I was trying to see, like
Yeah.
how suspicious I'd be. I wouldn't have any reason to think that anything more than a murderer is going on. Off of what I see. At
Okay.
least my character.
So Jake and Dan, what are you guys checking out up on the first floor?
I think personally speaking, I was curious what the subject matter of all these piles of books are.
Sure.
Seems as good a place as any to investigate.
Sure. Go ahead and give me an easy awareness test.
Awareness.
Is my
That's
awareness.
not going to be a pass. I can't read.
That will be a pass for me.
Okay. Books dealing with topics such as mythology. There's stuff by Plato, Socrates, Shakespeare, fictional stuff. There's stories about Freemason societies, first-person accounts of people who ventured too far into the wilderness, both during peacetime and war. One is a book which is the Journal of a Soldier from King Philip's War, and the other is an account of George Washington's surrender at Fort Necessity during the French and Indian War. Going through these, you can actually see that some of these pages have been, like marked, like they've been dog-eared, or they got scraps of paper for bookmarks. There's crude, faded pencil markings, and some of the, the spines are in the fucking gaps around the sides of the pages. The ledger, I don't remember. Margins, that's it. Talking about, like some shadow, creeping dread that fills men's of hearts.
Cool.
One thing you do notice there, Jake, is that every mention of George Washington has his name struck out. And then, and both times near the end of the stories, the word Mandog, I don't know how to pronounce that, Mandoag, is scrawled in an unsteady hand.
Just call him Mando.
Did
Please
you guys know what that
kill us all.
means?
I don't know. You'll have to give me a
Could I, roll a folklore test on that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could roll a folklore.
Well, you're not there,
only,
Chris.
Only Jake and I are
Oh,
there.
that's true. Yeah.
Oh, are you guys up top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on
Yeah,
the
they're,
first floor.
they're still on the first floor. Yeah.
If you
69 dudes.
oh
Nice.
shit. Give me just a second. I gotta hit the restroom real quick.
Okay.
You know what? So do I.
Why don't we take a break?
Yeah. And we'll find out
Alright.
what a man-dog is.
All right,
Yes.
party people. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back here in just a couple of minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few.
You
Or
too
do.
can
We're not
find
your
out
mom.
what that word means.
Yep. Okay, we're back. Hey, party people. Oh,
Allow.
God. Oh, God.
Welcome.
So last we left off, Jake,
Ben.
the good judge, just did a test to see if they could learn what that mysterious word is. And you've actually heard of it. It's actually from the Algonquin language. And it generally means something along the lines of something to designate a foreign nation, generally an enemy nation.
Sounds like our friend here doesn't appreciate the rebellion, would be my take on it.
Maybe, I don't know.
He crossed George Washington out a whole bunch.
Perhaps he sees either the colonists or the rebels specifically as a foreign power to be thwarted.
Why
Or
don't
perhaps
each of you
us
go ahead and give
in
me an
general.
awareness test?
Okay.
Just the ones upstairs, or
Yep,
everybody?
just the two upstairs.
Success.
And
I also successed.
sure, you hear movement behind you from the kitchen. The kitchen where Livingston fell.
Oh.
What now?
What now?
Livingston's a lich.
I seem to recall it was a pretty straightforward layout. Can we see right into the kitchen to where that movement is coming from?
Sure. Oh, God.
Do I
They
see
call
with
him
my
Livingston.
special eyes?
Rather than Deadingston.
Hmm.
Oh,
It
they'll
might
call
be
him
more
Eddie
Livingston
in a
than we
second.
wish.
Give me just a moment. I'm finding that I am missing the handout for this. So let me...
Oops.
yeah. Let me dig it up real quick. So yeah, as you turn and you see rising from the ground, skin falling off of him. Hang on a second. This is being difficult. Oh, you're really gonna push me to do that. Hang on. This is all Nightbot's fault. I'm certain of it.
It's somebody's fault.
Yeah. There it is. All right, now that I found it. We gotta go here, and then here. And then there, and then boop. As skin starts falling off of Livingston, you see his true monstrous form revealed.
Oh, I don't like this.
Blade arms.
Blade arms. Let me see if I can.
Beyblades.
I want to see if I can
Or
get
arms.
this in a position. What the hell happened? Go back to where you came from.
Whoa.
Beyblade arms.
Whoa.
He's going to let him rip.
Oh, no.
Now, that's not going to show up on the stream. They're shit out of luck.
You get to see one of his hands and his knee.
There you go. As Livingston growls out, I'll get all the sin out of you. And he
Oh, no.
charges into attack.
No, thank you.
Now, those of you downstairs, you did your inspection. You were walking up the stairs as you see this hideous form fly past the opening of the stairway. This monstrous creature. So what I'm saying is that you'll all be present for this combat as this creature collides with one or two. It's Jake. 3 or 4. It's Dan. Jake collides with the Magister. He is going to do a
no.
charge. So charge 2 times the movement, gets to add a d6 to Fury die. That is going to put this. His chance of success for hitting you, Jake, is going to be 65.
Just to get it out of the way, since Tyler is probably the most beat up in our group, I will declare him my battle buddy once more.
Sure. Jake, the attack
Thanks.
connects. And actually, I need to start the initiative order over again.
Because it is at the beginning of combat. I
Sure.
need to declare that.
The attack connects, Jake. And he's going to get to deal 2d6 damage to you as base. I rolled 2 1s. Or did I, as I use a coin?
Oh, it's coming. Now let's flip back into player coins.
They do.
Okay.
They just go back and forth like some fucking ping
Yeah.
pong. So that's going to be 7.
Pointing out, does Tyler's dog matter in this combat?
If Tyler wants to take some animal handling checks on his turn to engage the dog in combat, I don't know.
I'm very protective of my animal. I don't let him fight.
So
Fair enough.
that's 7 base plus 7 more. Jake, he does 14 points of damage to you.
Short ting.
What does that do to you?
That drops me down to moderately wounded.
That's a D6 to see if we're going to take an injury. Oh, look at that. I rolled a 6.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh no. You didn't even have to spend a coin on it.
No, I did spend a coin. I rolled a 2.
oh, okay.
Oh. I didn't see the roll yet because I was leaning over into the fridge.
61 on a moderate injury table.
How many coins do you got left?
You can look on the pierced throat. You're bleeding.
3. Oh no, too many.
Until fully recuperated, you take 1d10 physical peril after speaking. Jake, you're bleeding. What's your brawn bonus?
I think I'm going to spend my determination to avoid that injury.
Sure thing. You're moderately injured with no injury. Now, Jake, I also need you to go ahead and give me a resist test.
Oh no. Let's see.
You have
What?
to resist a knockdown, which is going to be a coordination test.
Oh, there it is. No, I don't get any bonuses to it. Oh.
Is that a pass? You going to spend a coin?
Yeah, I'll spend a coin. Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Ah!
Jake, you get knocked down on your butt.
Oh well.
But next in the initiative order is Veronica.
I think I'm gonna be a little inspired, and I'll charge him as well.
Okay. You do your charge.
And we'll see. That's a success. Gosh, it was so close to critical success.
You could use a coin to re-roll it.
I'm gonna get a critical fail if I do that. I just know how this works.
The judgment is here. I'll spend a coin and I'll turn your regular success into a critical success.
Does it work like that?
Combats are skill checks, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it yours or anyone's?
My or any ally.
Oh, shit. All right, Dan,
Oh.
that's a critical success. You charge. That's going to be 3d6 for your base fury die.
1,
It's a 4.
2.
That
okay.
explodes. So roll your third dice. All right, now roll for that exploded. And a 2. So what is that? That's 10, 16 plus.
Do we want to explode one of these as well?
You could explode one of those if you want. Explode that too.
Yeah.
All right, I'll move a
Let's
coin
go.
over.
Let's go ahead and do it.
So
Another 2.
so that
So
was
we're 10,
20 for your base,
16,
22 plus
23 total.
no, it's 10 and 10, which is 20, plus 2, which is 22.
10 and 10.
You rolled a 4, a 6, a 4,
Yeah.
a 6,
14.
and a 2.
Oh, that's right. I didn't turn that. Yeah.
So
So
22.
plus 5 more. Yep.
27
27 total.
points of damage. Good gravy. That is going to drop him 3 steps to light to moderate. 1, 2. No, that drops him 4 steps to serious to grievously wounded.
Ooh. And
Damn.
since my weapon is vicious, I get an additional d6.
So give me 3d6, see if you get an injury.
Grievous is 3 natively, right?
Yep, I'm sorry, 4d6.
We'll just roll them out.
5, a 2, a 6,
Yeah,
you get
I
an
got
injury.
one.
All right, so give me a
I
percentile.
got one!
He dies.
Just blow
Is
this
he
guy's head off, please.
Still under the effect of the bleeding hand from earlier.
Nope.
Probably not.
Ah. Thought I'd get lucky.
Mauled lug hole. You're bleeding. Caretaker must perform surgery. If the surgery has failed or 24 hours pass, you gain the raptured eardrum drawback. If you already have this drawback, you're slain instead.
I stabbed him in the ear then?
You stabbed him real good in the ear. So he's bleeding. So he has 5 rounds until he dies.
That's still a little ways out.
Yep. All right. That's a great opening attack. So next up, we go to Red Boney. You're going to need to give me an AP for movement to get into melee range. Joe, what are you doing?
Oh, that's me.
That is
right. Yep. Well, I don't need to melee. I have a pistol. So
you. Sure, you can take a shot.
Okay. Do I have line of sight from coming up the stairs?
No, you will need to move to get line of sight.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just move. I won't try and get any closer. I just want to move to the side or whatever until I can see
Okay, yeah.
and take a shot.
Absolutely. He is grievously wounded, so you might put him down.
Okay. And I'm going to take aim on this.
Sure. Make it a routine test.
Okay. Then I'm not sure what this pistol counts as.
It should be all on the sheet.
Right. I guess I have +10 to everything, so it doesn't
It
really
should
matter.
be just black powder and something
Well,
else.
look here. You're playing the freebooter. Freebooter named Red Bonnie. So your turnout pistol, it's a 55% is your base, so that
Critical
would be...
success.
Oh my
Shit,
goodness.
there you go.
Alright.
So black powder inaccurate pistol weak. That critical success, go ahead and give me 2d6 plus 4 for your base damage. $10 points of damage. Let me check that real quick. That 10, before you add anything, slays Livingston again.
All right.
Burn him.
That's,
Put him in the fireplace and burn him.
Yeah.
If fire doesn't kill that thing, it probably cannot die. So
Whoever's got the hand axe, because somebody had a hand axe earlier.
I have an axe. I think I also have like a pot of oil.
All right, so I'm gonna look at you then, and I'm gonna say, cut his head. Well, cut his head off. As I grab my throat.
oh yeah, take give me a d10, Jake.
A D10, eh?
Uh-huh.
1.
You take 2 peril.
No, I avoided that injury.
He did avoid the injury. He
Oh,
was
that's right. All right, cool.
RPing it.
My bad. All right. Yeah. So we can move out of combat now. I will tell you, you take the creature's head off. You take any other precautions you see, whether you want to drag it out and burn it or not.
Mhm. Well, I did want to wait to take his head off to see if he like starts regenerating.
Oh, you're like waiting right there to just go.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, you give it away, you give it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, no signs of life return. It looks like you did the job.
Okay.
I still don't trust him. I'm totally cutting his head off.
Right. Yeah. I'm
No
not.
problem with that.
I'm not stopping them after that, but I just want to see if something's happening.
Sure.
What
Yep.
the hell was that?
What? Yeah.
Right?
Has anyone
Wow.
ever seen one of those before?
One of the devil's workers. is what I assume.
Do we want to take like the head back with us or something?
That might not be a bad idea. It's pretty monstrous and weird.
It
And
would
maybe
be good
some of
just
these
to have
books.
a formal record of the event as well as evidence that it took place.
Yeah. Maybe we can get some of those books too.
Maybe not just the head, like the whole thing. Can we just like drag the
Eat
corpse
separately
line with
from
us?
each other.
Yeah.
Appearances would definitely point to devil tendencies, but he did also shout that we would die for our sins.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean
Plus,
he's
we
not
got
devil.
a kid's body to bring
He
back.
didn't say what side he was on.
Yeah.
I suppose I could do
Ro,
some looking around upstairs while this deliberation goes on, maybe to
Yeah.
see what.
That's what I was going to
Okay.
suggest we go next real
Yeah.
quick.
Ro, this system can be ran with the grid. We're doing theater of mind. It's just how we prefer to play. But you can do either or.
It's because we're too lazy to figure out how grids work.
Yeah.
I know how
Yeah.
grids work.
You can play it however you like, but we do.
Tyler's
They've got
speaking for
squares.
himself.
I'm too lazy to figure out how grids work. Yes, let's be honest.
We're not
They're-
too lazy to figure out how they work. We're just too lazy to use them.
I wouldn't say
Too lazy
that.
to teach Tyler how to use
Listen,
them.
okay. We're saying too lazy. I have very specific reasons why I don't like grid combat. It's because people tend to try and treat it like a chess game rather than a story.
Right.
And it
Yeah.
just changes the dynamic of everything. That it can be fun if you get a person who can run it really well, like Adam, Radiator RPG. I don't know if he's in chat still. He's the
I think he's still lurking out there.
yeah, he's the lead over at Grim and Perilous Studios. He runs his Radiator games on a grid, and they're a blast. It's just me running grid combat. I don't enjoy running it. So anyway, you go upstairs. And let's see. You don't find anything. Wait, that's not true. The bedroom is bare. The bed is perfectly made, but covered in a thick layer of crust and dirt. It looks like it hasn't been slept in years. In the powder room, there's a clawfoot tub with these strange skins lying in it. It matches what you see downstairs on the ground. That Livingston, like he molted this skin off of him and turned into this monster.
Oh,
And the skins in the tub match what was downstairs.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
So they're his change of clothes.
Something like that.
That's a
I like
fun way to
that.
think about it.
Okay. I want to take a closer look at the dog. Is it still a dog?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
can
a
we go
regular
down the
ass
fire
dog.
too?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So I'll tell you right now, this is where the adventure kind of resolves. You do your investigation. It's utterly perplexing. Alex, were you going to look at the
I was.
inside the envelope is a kind of torn piece of paper. It's got one word written on it, and that word is Winchester. And the image that's on it should pop up for you all now.
Oh, the Illuminati.
A circle set inside a circle with a triangle setting over an eye.
Right.
So,
This
yeah.
makes perfect sense.
With Livingston, Hobb dealt with, a semblance of calm returns to Trenton. For the remainder of your time there, your room and board are free. Your cups are never empty. The carnage you witnessed at the house weighs on your mind, but so does the ever-growing cry for rebellion coming from Boston. What did Winchester? A few days after the ordeal, a sealed message is delivered to you, and it's sealed with red wax. The messenger who delivers the... What's that, Dan?
Cherry flavor, I assume.
It's cherry flavored. No, stream should be back up. You might give it a refresh. Our stream's good. Yeah, give a refresh. The messenger tells you that it's from Henry Jones, and he sends his regards. Inside the letter speaks of another job in Boston. While you're there, you're to head to the Sign of the Maiden Tavern and ask for Philip the Short. Saying your goodbyes, you leave Trenton, but you will forever carry the memory of Livingston Hobb and his sanguine reign of terror.
Creepy ass face.
Creepy ass face. So yeah,
Nice.
that's the natural resolution. You defeated Livingston. You investigated the house. Didn't find anything really worth note, just the scribblings of a madman in those books. You don't actually get any information on what Livingston was. And you rescued one kid and returned the body of the second one.
I will say this went better than our first early playthrough of it, I think.
Yeah.
I like some of the changes that are in place since we played it in the...
Yeah. Dan, Jake, and I were in the play test for this initially. So, Jake, you were in that, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were familiar with some of this, but yeah, it had changed from what we played.
It's good to see some of our suggestions were heard.
Yeah.
Probably not just ours, but I mean...
Yeah. So what all you think of Flames of Freedom?
The
Thank you.
words are going to be interesting to get used to for all the new stuff,
Yep.
but it seems cool.
Yeah.
I like the changes for combat, not that they really came to play tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's some.
Bleeding and armor in particular was relevant tonight, I think.
Yeah.
And that it's not 4 turns anymore since there's no armor to stop bleeding. It's
Yeah.
4 rounds.
Hey, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
I never liked that.
The VOD will be up, so you can catch the VOD later. You can follow Zweihander, twitch.tv/ZweihanderRPG. All sorts of cool Flames of Freedom stuff is being ran here. We've got a couple different groups that are running this adventure.
You can get a few different tastes of it.
Yeah, and then also on the... I gotta look at my calendar here. I'll just look at it on my phone. On the 27th of this month, I'll be running a different group for the next adventure, the adventure that'll be out with the book called Boston Besieged. And then if you all would like, here, my Defenders of Kobold friends, we could play that too and continue on. We'll actually do character creation, so you'll get to roll your own characters.
That'd be cool.
I don't think I'm in the game on the 27th, so
You're
I'm
not.
interested.
None of you are. But so yeah, if we want to do that, we can do that here. That'll be the same week. So
Maybe.
All mixing monsters into the
Revolutionary War.
into Revolutionary War kind of piqued my interest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there have been some combat changes that make it a little bit smoother.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
so. I'm very interested to get further into this to see exactly how all those combat changes work. There's a lot of new weapon qualities out there. The way
I'm
that
not so scared to use fortune points anymore.
there's a huge pool of them. So yeah.
Yeah. The injury's still ever present, but it's less likely that you'll just dump coins to just murder someone.
Yeah. Having that limitation. So yeah, it keeps me from dumping 4 or 5 fortune points just to stack 40
vice
damage
versa.
on one of you. Yeah.
Because we've done that before too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
And
think
it
we've
was
done it
kind
much,
of a
but we've
cheap
done it a couple
tactic
times.
to be like, oh, we haven't spent any points tonight yet, and we want this to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're the Defenders of Kobold. What is today? Today, well, we started. Well, it's still 16th. It's still Saturday or
I didn't
Friday.
even quite know yet.
Hey, it was a quick game.
How'd that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. So, what do we got coming up tomorrow, which
Weird.
is Saturday night? That's usually when we have our Goodman's Game show, Danger Strangers. That got called off because of Bride of Cyclops Con. So I'll be over on Notorious DMG playing some first edition D&D, so you can check me out there. twitch.tv/notoriousdmgtv. Monday, Dan, Joe, and I will be. Is that this Monday? No, we did Vesson last.
No,
this
that was last
yeah.
Monday.
Okay, so Monday I'll be on the Lollygaggers as Jeff runs us through some more aliens with the Grim and Perilous crew. Wednesday, what do we got Wednesday? Jeremy is on twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. Jeremy's running Dan, Jake, and I through some spectaculars. So we play some spooky superheroes back in the 60s. It's just, we've made that totally gonzo. It's very entertaining.
It's so freaking awesome.
It's delightful.
This coming Friday, Joe will be running Jake, Dan, and I through some more The Hollow Throne, our evil 5th edition campaign. And then, what is it? The Saturday after that, we'll be on twitch.tv/FreeLeagueOfficial playing some more Forbidden Lands. So that's our week. If you want to...
Almost had a demon bear until we realized it needed human flesh.
Yeah, until it realized it wanted you to feed it people every 3 days.
Oops. Turns out that's not such a good idea.
No. If you want
Bit of
to...
a trade-off.
Yeah, if you want to support the channel, you can... follow, sub to us on Twitch. You can back our Patreon, or you can buy our zine. It's Dan Dies in the End on Drive Through RPG. Do I still have? I just knocked over all my new.
The struggle to print on demand is real, and we're close. We're so close.
We're close. They've got a new list of changes they want us to make. But here's Dan Dies in the End. You can buy our zine on Drive Through RPG. It's still on sale for 50 cents. You'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go buy it.
Is that the rough print there you have?
Yeah, this is the fucked up one where it's, they gave us
There's nothing inside.
2
But
covers
still, the print quality looks really nice.
and
on
then
it.
it's just blank.
Yeah, once
Yeah.
we get that worked out, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be so swank.
I
Yeah.
look forward to
Yeah.
getting one for myself and some for
I know.
friends and family.
I'm so excited to buy one
Yeah.
too.
Mosh Kane, we're still working on it. We got a list of stuff. Drive Through RPG is we've been having a lot of trouble meeting. They don't necessarily tell us what we need to put for print on demand.
We did it wrong.
Yeah, we did it wrong, and we did it wrong a lot, and then we fix everything they tell us, and they say, no, here's another list of things that are wrong. But we are also actively working on issue 2 for Dan Dies in the End, and there's also some work on a special mini Halloween release for Dan Dies in the End. So we got plenty of zine action, so check it out. You can look us up on Drive Through RPG, either Defenders of Kobold, or just look for Dan Dies in the End. That's all I got to plug. That's kind of it for the night. Dan dies a lot, that's right. Any Radiator news?
All tonight.
I am not the person to give you Radiator news. I know Adam is still working on it. If you want to check it out, you can just hit him up on Twitter. He's at Radiator RPG. Or you can join the Discord, the Zweihander Discord, and there's a whole section for Radiator chat there, if I'm correct. And you can get some cool information from there. You can also back them on Patreon and get early access to all of their actual play, play testing of the Radiator system. And if you do that, you'll find me in a bunch of those episodes as well. That's what we got. We're the Defenders of Kobold. Like I said, you can normally find us twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. Thanks for checking out Flames of Freedom. Still up on Kickstarter, so if you're interested, head on over.
18 days.
18 days, something like that. It wraps
18 days to go.
sometime in November. Yeah.
Yep.
So go back Flames of Freedom. I'm backing it. I'm getting the physical and PDF copies of everything. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So November 4th. There we go. Thanks, Jeff.
Go stretch goals so we can get some maps.
Yeah, there you go.
Get you some good stuff.
All right, we're gonna go fuck off now. So thanks everyone for watching. Until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and wash your fucking hands. Deuces.
Thanks, everybody.
I gotta get the right mouse.
Keep waving. Keep waving.
Keep waving.